Hi everyone, welcome to another client interview, and it's an extra special one today because it's our first mother and daughter interview with Carly and her amazing mum Janice. So if you're watching this live, please hashtag live. If you're catching the replay, hashtag replay. And as always, we'll get straight into it. So first of all, thank you both for coming on and agreeing to do this and sharing your journey and your beautiful energies with everyone. So we'll start with you, Carly. If I remember correctly, you got your mum involved. It was like a Christmas present, I think, or a birthday present, but it was a gift. So tell us a bit about that and, you know, why you wanted to get your mum involved and what made you think of it as this amazing present.
Yeah, so it was a Christmas present for her. I had gone through the whole program and everything, which feels like it wasn't even that long ago, but it was a long time ago that I first started with you guys. And I loved it so much that I saw that my mom over quarantine and everything was struggling kind of to get her health back on track, to focus on herself. And I just kind of like looked at it and I was like, why not get my mom involved in something that was so effective for me and that I love so much? You know, it's like, it's a part of my whole life now that, you know, why not get someone who's also so into fitness involved in it with me? And I also just saw that since I had gone through it, I could help her through those beginning stages as well to get her, you know, accustomed to it and used to it. And once I brought the idea up to her, she was like, oh my God, yes, like, please, like without a doubt in her mind, you know?
Amazing, and thanks, Carly. And Janice, obviously you're a fitness instructor yourself, so it's not new for you to how to take care of yourself, how to stay fit. And I really admire people like yourself, and we being coaches, we always have coaches as well. And I think people think that if you coach or if you're a fitness instructor, you have to have, you know, everything figured out, but it's not true, right? We all need that extra support, that accountability, the new, fresh outlook to wellness. So what made you be inspired to get involved in something you're quite good at anyways?
Well, yeah, with the past year, I just felt myself struggling a little bit. The classes that I was teaching were cut down immensely. At one point, the gym was fully closed. I had to reinvent myself at home, and I struggled with that a little bit. You know, as much as I embraced the time off and the newness of, oh, let me try this, I definitely struggled, and I found myself spiraling. And I watched Carly actually just rise above. She saw my struggle. I gained weight. I couldn't really get myself motivated. I would think about, oh yeah, I'm going to work out today. And then hours would go past and things would happen. I would take a walk around the block. That just wasn't enough. So I saw her and I saw the way she was eating so well and just so diligent with, I'm so proud of her with her, you know, how she has become vegan.
Us too.
Yeah. She's so, I love her, just her focus on it. So I admired that. And then I saw her change. I saw her in mind and body change. You know, she was happier. She felt good. She looked great. And I just, when she said to me, wow, and that's where I jumped and I said, I would love to join. What a perfect time to go through the winter months and enjoy something new. And I welcomed it with open arms, and I thank her, really.
Amazing, Janice.
Also you too, I love it.
Thank you. And as you say, Carly, I think we've been working together for about a year now. So Janice, were you aware of Carly's whole journey from that long ago, or was it only brought to your attention like quite recently as to, you know, what we were doing with her and what she was involved in?
You know, I didn't know the extent of it. She did tell me, you know, I have some coaches, I'm on this vegan, you know, thing. And I was like, oh, I took it very lightly. I was like, oh, I didn't even know it was this involved and just so much fun for her. And yeah. So yeah, I didn't know the extent of it at the time. I did know, I picked up on it in October, November, December. Yeah.
Nice.
That's so cool.
And I just wanted to bring up one thing. You know, like Janice, you said you saw Carly thriving and changing in the best possible ways. And it's this beautiful ripple effect, right? When we take care of ourselves, our loved ones want the piece of that as well, right? So how does it feel now to be involved in you're obviously in different stages and different parts of a program, but in general, you're both involved in the same, family environment, which we created in the same kind of program, how it feels to be in that together as mother and daughter.
Yes, absolutely. It feels really good. Like I said, I admired what she was doing. So I welcomed it, and yeah, it feels good. And it feels good to get different workouts in that are, the yoga and the HIIT classes. I absolutely love. I think I've told you that before. Working out together is a lot of fun, and we did that before in the past, but we brought it back again with this. So that's wonderful. Yes.
So great to hear. And Carly, if we go back to you, because you've had an amazing journey, like such profound transformations and shifts, both physically and mentally. You've really embraced this as a full-on lifestyle now, which we love. It's been such an honor to watch you grow and evolve and change and thrive. So how is it like, because you had such a profound journey, how does it feel like now being able to share this with your mum and get your mum involved?
Oh, it's so exciting. I mean, even at the I tried getting some friends involved too, going through it, and then some of them were like, "Ooh, I don't know," or money or whatever was holding them back. And I kept trying to say, like, this is the best thing I've ever done for myself. This is like, if I went back in life, I would do it all over again. There's no regrets whatsoever. And so trying to tell my friends and people around me about how amazing it was, and them just not really picking up on it, was frustrating. And so then being able to finally have someone who was like, yeah, let's do it. And now we're going through it together. And it's just so exciting now seeing her doing like the things that I started off with, like the diary and like and I was like watching her do it. I was like, oh, I remember when I did that. It's so exciting now guiding her through it and having someone who understands why I'm so into this and why I love it so much.
Yes.
That's so cool, Carly. And I was just going to say, like, welcome to our world, trying to explain to people on a daily basis how amazing it is and how transformational it is. And that's why we're so grateful for these interviews, because it's one thing, for us or whoever trying to explain it to people, but for other people to see like real life experiences of, how deep this goes and what it's all about is super powerful. So we really appreciate you sharing your insights.
Yes, and Janice, I want to ask you, because again, you being fitness instructor yourself, fitness is definitely not a new component for you. Then you taking care of your wellness. What was different for you in these past couple months you worked with us? Like our approach, did you learn something new besides fitness?
Oh yes, absolutely. Caloric intake, just different, how to work out the food and what I'm putting in my mouth. I have to say, inspirational quotes are all over, right? We see them all the time. We see them on Facebook, we see them on Instagram, and they really mean a lot more when you can understand them and look at it and read what you said. Scott, you put up a lot of inspirational quotes, and when you read them and you apply them to your life and you see, wow, yeah, I get this now. I understand why this is a quote and why people say it and they're so strong about it. I feel that, eating right, just focusing on health throughout the day, not just exercise. It goes everywhere. It's mental, it's getting outside, it's coming home and, not reaching for the food that maybe, or running off to a fast food restaurant to say, wow, I want to go get my vegetables and I want to eat right today. So it all goes hand in hand. That's what I was missing. I was caught into just going and exercising, teaching my classes, going to the gym, which I loved, but somehow I was missing sometimes the nutritional part of it.
Yes, and we always say that wellness has so many different components and we must address all of them. Otherwise, it's different puzzle pieces. If they're not all together, we can't build a full wellness picture, right? I was very similar in the past, coming from professional dance background. I was always super into fitness, into movement, but I was missing all the other aspects. And the moment I started addressing them, that's when everything started to change. And it's very important, I think, for people to understand that It's not just about fitness. It's not just about food. It's not just about mental. It's all together working, in unison. So we have to address all the components. So thanks for sharing that you discovered this beautiful realization that, you had to address other aspects of wellness, not just fitness.
Yeah, and I love what you said about the quotes, Janice, because I do like my quotes and sharing them. But it's one thing, like, there's quotes everywhere, right, on social media. It's one thing reading it, but to actually live it and embody it and be like, wow, that's what it's all about. Yeah. So that's super cool to hear. So are you still, are you back in the gym now working? A gym's open where you are, or are you?
I actually taught a class this morning. I taught my Synergy class, which is like a yoga Pilates style class. I had 3 people in my class, which is a lot. The capacity, of course, is smaller. Mm-hmm. We wear masks. And the gyms are open, though. I think they're supposed to go up to 35%, but it still is. Some people just don't want to go because they don't want to wear the mask.
Yeah. And how are you feeling now, Janice? Now you're back teaching again. Do you feel like you've got that fire lit up under you again, and you've got
Absolutely.
that?
Yes.
Yeah. Amazing.
I do. Yes. I feel stronger, and I just feel better when I'm in there. As long as it's not a high cardio class. I'm still teaching just weight training and energy because with the mask, anything high cardio, I just can't. But otherwise, I do feel better and happy to be amongst people and helping them. What you do is help us. It's a great feeling to
it is a rewarding feeling.
It's a
fantastic. And sorry, we're going to go?
Yes, so Carly, just wanted to come back to you because like we mentioned, you worked with us in different stages, almost a year. So tell people why you keep working with someone, then you already fit, you already, know a lot of things. Like, why, what is the reason to keep working with a coach?
Yeah, so, I mean, life is never, it's not like you get somewhere and then it's just smooth sailing, and I kind of had to experience that to realize like, wow, I actually really do want to keep going with this, because I remember right after I did the program, I was like, you know what, I learned a lot. I've been working out a lot. I'm on this track. Let me try it on my own, see what I can do. And then whatever it was that changed in my life just caused me to get off track. And it was so hard again to get myself back on track. So, and then I joined you guys again. I think I was only off from working with you guys for like maybe a month, I think, because I realized like, I don't want to get too far off track. I want to stop myself while I'm here and keep myself going. And so because of all the ups and downs of just life as life is, you never know really what you're going to hit. And it's so helpful to have a group of people and a support system with you that keeps you held accountable and keeps you on track, so that even when you're on these low parts, because everyone has them, everyone has their struggles, but you have that support system with you constantly to constantly push you. And that has helped me all throughout this year.
Amazing.
Well said.
And we don't even think that you were ever, to be honest, off the track. It's just like you say, just life's ups and downs. And life is not perfect, we always say, and the wellness journey is never perfect. And we agree, having that accountability and that support system, navigating through those downs especially, it's very, very important. So yeah, we're obviously very happy to have you part of our family, both of you. It's even more amazing when, we have real families coming to our family and just growing together. So last question, we always ask this: if someone is on the fence, want to get involved, maybe a bit scared, what would you tell them?
What would I tell them? I would say, oh my gosh, I have so many things. Take care of number one so that you could take care of everybody else. And
nice.
It helps to just give yourself the best gift of health, because will take you into your later years and happiness, and it completes the circle. We all have a circle, and sometimes it's halfway round and we're like, we need that completion. So take care of yourself, take care of number one, and happiness follows.
And that's such an important point, Janice, because like taking care of ourselves and investing in ourselves is actually the most loving thing we can do for our family and friends, because we're going to be around longer for them, we're going to be healthier, so they're hopefully not going to have to watch us suffer, or, you know, we're going to limit our chance of getting any diseases. So a lot of people that, you know, when you say look after number one, prioritize yourself first, people are like, whoa, that's a little bit selfish. But the reality is it's far from it. It's selfish not to prioritize ourselves, because we're not going to be healthy. We're not going to show up fully for our loved ones. We're not going to, probably not going to be around as long without being dramatic. So I completely agree. Prioritize number one and just let the rest follow, and let that ripple effect do its thing.
Yeah.
And Carly, I'm sure we've asked you this before, but yeah, for someone that's thinking of getting involved in our program, and I know you've got your mum involved and you've tried explaining it to other like friends and people like that, but what's the one bit of advice for someone thinking about the program, but yeah, unsure whether to take that leap of faith?
Yeah, I would definitely say that investing in yourself is key. You know, like so many people see that, you know, they'll put their money towards so many other things that don't directly affect yourself, you know, in a way that you just put so much first instead of yourself. You know, you need to care about yourself first. And this investment isn't just, oh, I'm paying, you know, 2 people to give me workouts. Like, that's not what it is. It's so much more than that. And it's hard to explain to those who aren't a part of it, because you don't fully see it all the time, but it's a whole community. I mean, I've made friends through this, you know, and I feel so close to you two, and I haven't even met you in person, you know, but I feel like we know each other so well, and it's been a year. It's a whole, you learn so much mentally. Like, I've grown so much mentally as a person just over the year, just by doing this program and working with you two, and just being a part of this entire community. It's so much more than just, you know, fitness coaches. Not to make fitness coaches seem like they're less or anything like that, but it's a whole, you know, it's a whole thing that you're investing in. It's a whole life change, and it's like just investing in yourself and helping yourself. It's so important.
Well said, Carly, and thanks for sharing. And we absolutely adore both of you and your energies. And obviously, Carly, we got to know you very well over the course of, you know, the year, and your just energy and your positive vibes are contagious. And then we spoke with Janice a few months ago when we met, and we were like, so that's where Carly gets it from. Like, it all makes sense now. So you're both amazing. You're such an inspiring duo and a great team. We appreciate you so much being in our environment, and also coming on here and sharing with everyone. So yeah, I think we'll wrap it up there, but thank you so much. Keep up the great work, and yeah, we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Thanks.